Hello. How's it going? Yet another warm up. So many. I would love to know a total. I would love to know a total. Oh yeah, this remind me. That reminds me. Um, I need to ask Spiridon a thing about Unreal Bjorn 3 because Unreal Bjorn 3 is 4 months away. What? In February? March? End of February? No, 1st of March? That's that's a that's crazy. It felt like Unreal Tournament 2 just ended. Granted, it's a 5 months art competition, so it's a bit crazy, isn't it? 5 months running art competition. That's insane. It's insane. Hey Zalin, how's it going? So I'm open for topics. Please do give your suggestions. Try to draw something. I don't know in what technique to draw. It feels like this light only and then overlay of photo noise and things. Yeah, it's interesting, but it doesn't do what I want to do. And I don't know how to get there. I wanna channel Levi Peterfi. I got the hots for him currently, artistically. I want that juicy, textury goodness. I know that they use a lot of take photos and stuff, but I don't know. Dark Unicorn Hunter. Ahoy, Cosmoverse. How's it going? How's it going? We got snow, by the way. It's full on snowing today. Is he on the kill list? No, he's not on my kill list actually. But he is really good. But for me, he's such a different category that he's not even on the list or in consideration because he's just environment guy, right? And I do environments, but I don't do, it's not my bread and butter. You know, more character artists are on directly on my kill list. There are a few that I'm quite sure I never get to kill, but they have to be there, to keep me on my toes. So, topics. We got Dark Unicorn Hunter. Sounds good. Any other topics? Otherwise, we're gonna roll on that one. The son of Hello Kitty and Hellboy. Igor. Igor Chizhov. Chizhov? Or Chizhov? Chi? Or Chizhov? Or Shitzhov? I don't know, Igor. I don't speak that language, whatever that surname is. Chitsov. Chitsov? Chitshov? Chitshov? I don't know. I have no idea. Alright, we got two topics. The dice will be split in the middle. 1, 2, 3 is Zeolin. One of them, right? One of my attempts. Alright, it's Zeolin's topic today. which is Dark Unicorn Hunter. Dark Unicorn Hunter by Zialin. Hey Eternal, how's it going? Dark Unicorn Hunter. Dark Unicorn Hunter. Let's switch to this one. And I'm not talking to Spiridon today. Remove yourself. Okay. Dark Unicorn Hunter. I'm gonna go texturally. I wanna go down the path of Levi Peterfi. Speed painting route. All right, so I'm gonna try to keep the palette quite controlled. Eternal Lady. Well, it was Zialin and Igor who gave me a topic. Through a 50-50 chance that it was Zialin. I rolled the dice and Zialin won. There's no favoritism here, Eternal. It's only you yourself to blame, not me. You see? You can't say that I am corrupted when it's utterly random chance of a dice throw on whatever topic is given to me. Don't like it? Give me a suggestion. Otherwise, you know. Exactly. Yo, I mean, listen. Don't blame your inactivity for not getting a topic on Zialin's activity to suggesting a topic. So a Dark Unicorn Hunter, which is a really interesting topic. And for some reason, I'm going a little bit sci-fi in my mind. Like, as I'm planning it, as I'm seeing it in my mind, is this dude with a simple sci-fi pistol, or a relic pistol of sorts. And in the background is a dark unicorn. Like, it was a unicorn. It was a unicorn. Like the silhouette of it. Actually, no, let's have it facing the hunter. Oh, I'm gonna have to draw a horse from memory now. Here we go, people. Hilarity ensues. No, but I'm gonna fake it. I'm gonna be putting it in smoke a bit, so it's not gonna be too bad. By the way, I wanna congratulate you, Zialin, on 365 sketches. I mentioned it on the Discord. I made everyone aware of your achievement, but I want it also on the stream, so people who are not on the Discord can understand what you've achieved. So it's really, it is not an easy thing to do, to draw every day for a year. So my congratulations to you, Zialin. Hats off. Zialin, yeah, I mean, I mean, it's not an easy thing, and I mean it's easy also to not really pay attention to it when it's a daily thing and you sketch something every day, and yeah, they see something being shown every day, but it's also you don't really recognize it. But the fact that you finished it, you didn't, you know, stop. It's a great effort. It's a really great effort, and you should be proud of it. The dedication it takes to actually do it every day is great, and it's a, like I mentioned many streams ago. I think around 20 streams ago. Was that I'm suspecting that in a year you'll be working professionally. That's what I'm suspecting. Hey, Ricky, how's it going? Meat Slurp, what's up? I think I mentioned it the stream after the Berlin workshop, but I met Meat Slurp in person. Really cool. Nice to see you here again, Meat Slurp, and great to see you posting on Discord your sketches. It's really fantastic to see. Eternal later. So jealous. Jesus. Calm. Keep your pants on. Calm down. Calm down. Credit where credit's due. I mean, Zealin has worked every day. Eternal lady. Where is your community contribution? Huh? Well, you joined the stream. That's fantastic. It's appreciated. But I have to say though, it's you gotta prove yourself, not by words but action. Oh, Eric, yeah, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. What I usually do, what I usually try to convince myself, Eric, is that when a client is a lot of back and forth, just go, all right. You can like politely flag it, like, okay, I understand that, you know, you might not really know. This is not the way to phrase it, by the way, but mentioning like, okay, I understand that the goal is shifting. I'm here to give you the service, you know. But what I always try to think when they kind of go back and forth and unsure is that I just punch the clock, you know. All right, you can have me drawing for days. It's not my problem if you can't choose what you want. I'll give you what you want every day, every time you ask. I will do my best to fulfill every little decision you make to make you happy. But in the end, it's not up to you to make a decision, right? It's up to them to make a decision. So if they want to change this, well, you change it. If they want you to alter that, well, just alter it. I don't even like art. Also, I'm the most favorite. Tassos, yeah, my favorite troll. Hey, runaway buzzo, how's it going? Hey, Miha, what up? What up, Miha Brumet? Yeah, exactly, Mihai. Just join up Unreal Bjorn 3. I can pair you two, and you can fight it out. Tassos, calm down. What's with the needy? What's with the needy children today? Jesus. Come on, people. How about you relax a little bit and just there is enough Bjorn for everyone. uh, Tassos, yeah, as you can see at the bottom right, furthest bottom right, Dark Unicorn Hunter was the topic that the dice chose for today. Zealin gave the suggestion of the topic. And the other option was the child of Hello Kitty and Hellboy. But today it became Dark Unicorn Hunter. We triumph without glory when we conquer without danger. Dude, that's some heavy shit right there. Okay, so we gotta add some tension. What a quote, Captain Pulse. Zealin, it looks so different. Yeah, it took a interesting turn, Dark Unicorn Hunter. I mean, you could have gone like fantasy, but currently it's really nothing really that dictates what kind of setting this is. And I'm also pinning it in such a low value range that I can't really see it because I have a lamp on or a window open, so I see shit, and it's like really struggling. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, if we kind of break the image down, right? The guy has a pea shooter versus a magical dark unicorn. Potentially, he's fucked. It kind of makes me want to um, explore this world like a sci-fi unicorn world. It sounds extremely retarded, I know, but did you see the movie? What was it called? Bright, with Will Smith, when it was like a Shadowrun movie. Bright. That was really cool. kind of an adaptation of the world, like how they bridged magic with real world and orcs and things. It was a really cool idea. I mean, obviously that's Shadowrun. It's nothing new there, other than that they made it look real and plausible. Well, plausible and plausible. You know, they made it look interesting. And whenever after I saw that movie, I was like, oh man, would be such a fun world to explore. You know, like what would dragons be like, or would there be dragons, or you know. Runaway Buzzo. Yeah, that's a cool idea. That's a cool idea. Like post-apocalyptic, the fantastical animals are returning, and they are like hunting you rather than you hunting them, and you have to kill them to survive. Never bring a gun to a unicorn fight. Indeed. Indeed. Everyone knows that. Yeah, I'm kind of going for a Luger of some sort or something like that. Yeah, this is a revolver. A Luger is that German, right? The one with the spiral in the back and the clip fed, right? This is a revolver. I don't want to redo it, so it's gonna be a revolver. You really like the drawing? Well, thank you. And thank you for that sub. Appreciate it. I know we joke around a lot, Tazos, but I truly appreciate the support. I truly appreciate everyone's support. This stream is fun, and it wouldn't be as fun if it wasn't if you guys weren't here. You boys and girls, you ladies and gentlemen. Even Eternal. Of course. Why not? Eternal is here, giving support. Maybe maybe a little bit too much support at times, mind you. No, joking aside, I do appreciate it. Tassos. I mean, trolls, do they even have a gender? Aren't they just trolls? You tell me. You tell me, Tassos. Apache helicopter. Yeah, that's a good joke. I like that joke. Hey, Runaway Buzzo. Oh, wow. Personal question. How did you learn to draw? What was your art journey without Gumroad schoolism and digital art schools around? I've talked about this many times, but here we go. I come from the old school days. Old school days of forums, right? Where people taught each other the ropes, you know, what they came up with, new techniques, and people like Craig Mullins and so on, they were freely talking about what they were doing, and there was a trend to show step-by-step photos or pictures of your painting, like sketch, mid, almost finished, so you could see their steps, and like you would reverse engineer a lot. You would look at someone's work, and without being able to ask them, you would sit and look at their painting and go, how the hell did that person do this painting? Like, how do they get those crisp highlights, or how does that color work? And so you had to sit and look and try to figure out the game, you know. And there was really no one telling you how to do it. You just had to look and figure it out. So a lot of these older generation, you know, artists that are in senior positions now, more with a track record, they have done the mostly taken this path of experimenting and figuring out, creating the structure of the industry that it is now. I mean, I'm not saying that I am responsible for the structure of the industry, but I definitely played a part in contributing to that, because I was a part of it. I am still a part of it. You know, I mean, I started out. I got my first contract 2004, so that's quite a lot of years ago. And back then, the industry definitely did not look like it does today, with gumroads and tutorials and schoolies and online education and all these things. So it was a completely different beast back then. But nevertheless, you know, the fact that it was like that and it is like this now, it doesn't change the fact that it's down to the person and how much the person wants to learn and how they apply themselves in learning, that will generate a success or rate of evolution as an artist. If you don't apply yourself, chances are that you're not going to get anywhere. And then there are people who apply themselves, and then there are people who apply themselves harder or smarter or differently, and they might evolve faster or slower, or they have a eureka moment in their mind just because they read something or they bought something or they looked at a specific piece of art or anything like that, right? And it's really tricky. In my personal journey as an artist has been very experimental, and I look into a lot of things, and I want to learn. I mean, you have had a sneak peek now for 5 years in my thought process in these warm-ups, and the way I do my warm-ups are very much like I treat art in general. Like, I see something, I want to figure it out, I learn about the necessary information, and then I reverse engineer the goal and support it with the knowledge I learn about. And no one is telling me how to do it, because I believe that you have to experiment yourself, because if you don't experiment and you only listen to what someone else says, you are not filtering it through your own channels or filtering it through your own experiences and understanding, and you lose yourself a lot. Like, that's why I'm experimenting a lot, because I might pick up one thing, and this one thing can be the first brick in a massive tower of explorations, but I would never get there unless I did the first step, you know. So that's why I'm doing all these things all the time. And my approach to art in general is that I want to try things and I want to experiment, and I'm not afraid of failing, because if you look into my sketchbooks, they are very much chaos, because I try things out. I don't treat my sketchbooks like beautiful piece of art. They are, you know, madman explorations. Craig Mullins is crazy good indeed. And then everyone back in the day started copying him because, you know, obviously his skill level was so high, he got scared and he pulled everything down. But there was like a year or two of him just openly sharing his explorations. Like I do my warm-ups. I mean, I'm not Craig Mullins, but in the sense of he was openly showing the sketches, experimentations, talking about it, showing step-by-steps and all these things. And everyone was like, oh, this is fascinating. Like old school illustration techniques done in Photoshop. And everyone was like blown away by his skill set, right? And a lot of people started imitating. And then, but I mean, he birthed speed painting, Craig Mullins. I mean, he is amazing. For those who don't know, let me quickly show. Craig Mullins. He is this traditional illustrator techniques, and he does very amazing paintings. I mean, you can't really see it, low resolution, but it's amazing paintings. And he does, you know, he's fantastically skilled and has these vivid colors and textures and all these things. And he is one of the originals, right? That makes you go, how?
I feel like I should say something smart.
Hey, Team Remmers! Thank you for the raid. Thank you for raiding the last 3 minutes. How's it going? What up, yo? Hugh. Hugh? Hey, Frox, how's it going? Meat slurp. Absolutely meat slurp. Because you're funneling it through your own. Runaway, yeah, I think like if you say that you're finished, you're finished. You know, like, oh, I learned art. Congratulations, you have just officially given up. Like you can see it in some artists that are a bit full of themselves. They're like, I've made it. Like, I know art now. It's like, oh really? Great. I'm glad that you said that, because I don't need to worry about you anymore. You go ahead and think that you've mastered this while I move forward. You know, the arrogance of saying that is always blows my mind, and you can hear you see it now and then over the years when someone was like, I'm the bee's knees now. Like, yeah, good, glad that you think that. Hey, the rush, what up? Frox, yeah, it is very tricky. And what you gotta keep in mind, and I tried to explain on here, is the importance of having fun and sketching. And I mean, if I would hate these warm-ups, I wouldn't do them. But I do have fun, you know, doing these warm-ups. I do have fun experimenting, and I don't care if I fail doing these warm-ups, because I can honestly say after every warm-up I go, that was a bad one. It's like, painful. But nevertheless, next morning, here I am. Let's see if we can force some interesting colors in here. But like again, but the thing that's very important is the fact that that I keep doing them and I enjoy them because I love figuring something new out and go, oh, you can do it this way. All right. And then that changes the whole approach to painting or playing around with a technique. Like when I stumbled on lights only painting technique, and I was like, oh, this has potential of doing something. Obviously, I'm not the creator of it, but it sparked something in my mind. And for those who don't know what that is, I start with a mid-gray background and only paint the light parts of the volume, you know, like this part, while the dark parts would fall back into the mid-range. And then through steps, I would carve out a form out of the light, right? Instead of starting with an outline or starting with shadows, etc., I completely skip those parts and only paint the light part and kind of play with volumes that way, where you have to create ambient lighting and bounce lights to enable to be able to see anything, you know. Anyways, rant. Ash and Rosette. Well, yeah, that's also good. I mean, shortcuts in all its glory, that's great. If you learn someone else's technique, that's great. But what you should do is learn it, understand it, and if you still understand that shortcut, still use it. But you should understand the steps the shortcuts take. Like I tell my son, like I don't mind him doing shortcuts, but he has to first learn each step. Then he can take as many shortcuts as he wants. And it's the same thing with art and like design theory. If you don't understand design, you have to break it down into steps and practice those steps. And the better you get at those steps, the more of those steps you can truncate and truncate and truncate. And then you have maybe 3 steps that you do. And then you practice those, and then in the end you can just do 1 step. But if you don't understand all the steps, you're screwed, you know. The rush, yeah, sculpt with light, exactly. All right, that's it. The stream is over. We did this today. That's nice. That's a nice bug. Thanks for the topic, Zealin. Dark Unicorn Hunter. I took a spin. I spun it in a completely different direction. Let's find someone to pass the love on to. Someone doing something. 3D. Chloe? What's Chloe doing? Nothing. Let's venture into art. Let's go and look. That's the tits and ass section. Inking. That's pretty cool. Traditional inking. Is it the last day of Inktober? There's Chloe. There's me. Animation. Robots. Oh Jesus. Oh. This is not that promising. Making hair. Nimlot is making hair. What are you doing? Polish and English. Oh, it's medieval. Cool. All right. Let's raid that person. The longest name ever. Make it really hard for me to be able to raid you. Okay, we're gonna raid this person. I have no idea. First time ever, but let's go. Have a good day, everyone. Have a good night if you're that part of the world. See you guys tomorrow morning. If you want something for Friday, remember to hashtag FF, and I will look at it on Friday. Otherwise, keep on going. We'll see you tomorrow. Outro time and then raid tools.